Welcome to another full-time side projects video. Today we will talk about dealing with the times of crisis, because when the corona thing happened, for a lot of us, shit hit the fan and tough decisions need to be made. For example, a lot of you are following this channel to follow me on my journey on publishing a card game on Kickstarter. It's like one of my side projects, a card game about software developers that was originally published in Poland and is now going to be published on Kickstarter worldwide. The original plan was to publish it in May, but because of the uncertain times, in the times of crisis, people are less likely to buy stuff online, to back Kickstarter campaigns. So my decision is to move the Kickstarter campaign from May to June. Making decisions, being proactive, it's the first point from this video, the first point I made in my notes for this video. You can see, you probably can't read them because my handwriting is like shit, but I can read it, surprisingly. So being proactive, I decided to move the campaign from May to June. Look how the situation settles. I think a lot of potential from this campaign would be wasted if I started it in May. So the reasoning is very simple. In uncertain times, people are less likely to buy stuff online, to back Kickstarter campaigns. That's why the decision is made to move the campaign from May to June. If you're in a really tough situation where your business is completely shut down, or you're working in a retail store that's shut down because of the quarantine, I'm personally not in such a bad spot, because like my business and IT related stuff is not completely shut down because of the crisis. But a lot of you with small businesses, or when you're working in like a retail store that's completely shut down because of the corona thing, then you have it a lot tougher. And a good thing to keep in mind is don't waste the time of quarantine. For example, maybe you know a site like a Plural site. It's not an ad, it's not a sponsored video, because I'm recording this in April and they have a promotion right now, free April. So if you want to learn some new skills completely for free, they have really good quality video tutorials about stuff like Unity, C#, JavaScript, Java, and other magic. If you want to improve your skills and get maybe a bit better in the job market, you can use all the resources from the site to the end of April completely for free. So don't waste your time in quarantine. Don't whine about it. Be proactive and use your time in quarantine and learn some new skills. New options will rise, new opportunities will rise, and new skills will certainly give you an advantage. Another thing that I'm not doing, but I really need to start doing it, is cutting down on the news, on the media consumption, because it's really most of the time a waste of time. I get really angry because of the politics. There are some really incompetent people who are running the country. I speaking for Poland, but I'm sure you know for your country some really incompetent politicians who are running the country, and you get really angry about them when you read the news or see the news on TV. And cutting down on the media is like a really big productivity boost for me. I remember 2008, the other crisis, when I started my first business in 2008. I was 18 at the time. That was the time when I started to make websites that started to gain traffic, and I was selling ads on them. I was freelancing a bit, and I remember just doing really well with my small business. For an 18-year-old, it was like great, starting my own business, making my own money. And I remember talking to a client who was like owing me some money. I was saying, hey, what's the problem? Why can't you pay me? And he was saying, yeah, you know, the big crisis that's going on. And I was like, okay, what crisis? And I was just not following the media. I was actually a big shut-in at the time, but that's like another topic. But I was just not caring and moving on, doing the work when other people were like panicking, what's the crisis? They were checking the news constantly. That's a thing, a bad habit that's really destroying her productivity. And because I was just not caring about the media and stuff, and because I was not really caring about the media and the outside world, I was just focusing on my stuff, I was actually doing pretty well. And that's like a thing I need to work on right now. And that's the thing I wanted to talk about. It's like cutting down on the media news really boosts your productivity, so it's a thing to consider. There's also one thing I want to recommend if you're such an anxious person like me that has often trouble sleeping and need like some stuff to fortify their mind. There's like a great YouTube channel out there, Academy of Ideas, with a video that really helped me a lot. Like the ideas help me to deal with times of crisis, to to don't panic, but just be proactive and do stuff. And it's a video called How to Fortify the Mind in Times of Crisis. If you want something to help you a bit mentally, I really recommend it. So that's it, what I want to talk about. I wanted to share some thoughts. I wanted to communicate my decision of moving my Kickstarter of a card game from May to June because of the uncertain times. Thank you for watching. Doing this kind of videos is really therapeutic for me to talk about stuff, making notes about things. It really helps me to move forward, to deal with some issues. And I hope for some of you this video was also useful. Stay home, stay safe, and see you next time.